Hi, I'm Kazmierczak with CCSK Law, and I'm here today to talk to you about special needs guardianships. Oftentimes, the number one question that comes up is when. The number two question is how much. These are two of the biggest things that people need to know. When for a special needs guardianship is fairly standardized. It's one of those things where you want to get ahead of it, but not too far ahead of it. I've had people come to me when the child just turned 17 and saying, hey, I need a guardianship because they're going to turn 18 in a year. That's a little too soon. I typically recommend that my clients come in about 2 months before the child turns 18 and we can get things started. It's going to depend a little bit on your doctor. One of the things we put together is a physician statement, and your doctor needs to fill that out. If you think it's going to take a little bit longer, maybe it's going to take them a month or two to get that back to you, then we want to go ahead and start a little bit early. If you think that that's something like, now they'll have it back in a week, then 2 months is plenty of time. We just want to be able to get all the paperwork and everything prepared and submitted to the court so that on your child's 18th birthday or within a couple days thereafter, we can get the guardianship approved. Okay? The goal is to have it approved just after the child turns age 18. We don't want to do it beforehand because anything before the child turns 18 is what we call a guardianship for a minor. And a guardianship for a minor automatically terminates on the 18th birthday. So we want to make sure that we have this guardianship set up right after they turn 18. That way it's in place for everything that you're going to need it for. Question number two is, how much is this going to cost? Well, that's going to depend on two things. Number one, the attorney you choose, and number two, your particular situation. The first part of that is, what attorney are you choosing? I've heard numbers as high as $3,000, $4,000. I've heard some big numbers. CCSK Law, we do a little differently. We start at $1,500, and that's for most situations. The second part of that is your particular situation, okay? So if you are a married couple and you have your child together, that's going to be the easiest scenario. You both understand who needs to be the guardian, or if you both want to do guardian jointly, you guys understand kind of what you want to do. There's no one to object. There's no issues. It's just getting the paperwork filed and done. The other option, or the other situation that comes up often, is you have divorced parents with a child, and typically in that situation, one parent is the primary guardian and dealing with most of the issues. In that situation, everybody kind of understands that that parent that's going to be the same type of situation. The other situation is if you have two divorced people with a special needs child and they want to fight over what the situation is and who's going to be the guardian. They want the court to argue it out. They want to go in there and they want to get nasty. Those situations can tend to cost more. However, if you're like the previous two situations, the $1,500 will cover you. So call if you have details. You can reach us at 219-230-3600. And if you have any questions, please give me a call. No cost to the initial consultation. We just want to go ahead and make sure you have the information that you can work with.